Hello, I'm Tenestus, and welcome to Roll for Minigame, where the randomisers give us game mechanics, and we have to design a brand new game using those mechanics. So to begin with, our game format will be multiple small challenges. Okay, that's one of the more interesting ones. And now, how many mechanics are we going to get? 4. Okay, I mean, we want multiple challenges, so multiple mechanics, not the worst time to get 4 mechanics. Now, our first category will be an item, and that item is banners. Okay. We might just end up using that as decoration, but there's probably a way we can incorporate that into whatever challenge we have. The next category will be another item, okay? And that item is a book and quill. Banners and book and quill. Okay. This is making me think it's going to be more of a cerebral challenge than like a parkour challenge or anything like that. Our next category will be another item. I mean, this is what you get with randomisers, isn't it? And the third item will be chorus fruit. Okay. With this being the first time I'm doing this, I was hoping we'd get quite an easy one to begin with, but currently I have no idea how I'm going to fit these together. And lastly, we don't want an item, we want anything else. What are we going to get? A verb. Okay, this will hopefully set the scene for our challenges. And that verb will be building. Okay, so we have multiple small challenges, banners, book and quill, chorus fruit, and the act of building. Now, for those of you watching, if you want to pause here and have a think about what type of game you might make, I'd be very interested to hear that. But this is not an easy start. Getting 3 different items that we have to incorporate is tough, and combining that with building, like what are we going to do here? One thing I will say is that banner designing is quite a creative thing, and building is also, has aspects of creativity. We could link those two. Writing is also another creative thing, so maybe there's something there that we can work with. Chorus fruit though, how do we fit chorus fruit into that? If we have multiple challenges in different rooms, the chorus fruit could be a way to get to the different rooms, right? So chorus fruit teleports you, I think, up to 8 blocks in any direction. So you can use it to phase through walls. So potentially we have, a 3x3, 4x4 grid of rooms, something like that. Each room has a different challenge, a different thing to build, a different banner. And then once you've completed the small challenge, you then use the chorus fruit in the hopes to move to a different room and get a different challenge. That's where I'm leaning at the moment. I'm going to sit here and have a think and see if there's anything else that I can think of. Because book and quill makes me think of like if you've got a quiz show or a game show or something like that, and the players have to write down answers. So is there a chance that we could combine these into a game show? Because I feel like chorus fruit, there's lots of fun things that you could do game show wise, something silly, a bit like Wipeout or Takeshi's Castle or something like that, where there's platforms that you've got to survive on and you can teleport around. Potentially like every round one of the platforms disappears and you can teleport to the different platforms with the chorus fruit, but if you teleport to one that disappears, then obviously you will be out. So that could fit with the game show theme. Building is another quite obvious one, game show wise, right? There could be a challenge where everyone has to build the same thing. Maybe there's a prompt and the best designed one wins, or there's a design that they see for like 10 seconds. I think I've seen this in MCC in the build map, where they see a design and then have to replicate that design. Could do something like that as part of this game show. And the banner could actually be similar. Because if you've ever done banner patterns, it's not very intuitive and it's not very easy to figure out how a design works. So I could set a bunch of banner patterns or banner designs that people have to try and figure out and unpick and replicate. Maybe there's 3 banners or 5 banners or something like that. Players get 5 minutes, and whoever manages to replicate the most banners wins that round, something like that. So I feel like those could all be multiple small challenges within a game show. And then Book and Quill is the least exciting of those, but this could be used for prompts in a game, or it could be used as an answer sheet. So we could have a quiz, banner replicating, building replicating, or like a creativity thing, and then we finish with a silly chorus fruit survival game. Okay, that sounds good to me. That's a cohesive enough idea, and we're not necessarily having to combine all 4 of these things into a single game. This was a very good format for us to get with these 4 mechanics. But I'm going to start building these individual ideas now, and we'll come back and I'll show you what I've built. And as a side note, this is the first episode of this. Do you like to hear all of these thought processes? It's obviously going to make the episodes a bit longer. Do you want to see the creativity, or do you just want to see the rolling at the beginning and then the game at the end? I appreciate all the feedback. I once made a game called Foxy Roulette, where there was a fox in the centre of an area like this, and it would eat the chorus fruit and teleport to one of these platforms, and it played like a roulette game. Now, I've taken inspiration from that, but this time it will be the player that eats the chorus fruit. So the idea will be all the players will take turns to come onto this glowstone, they will eat the chorus fruit, teleport to one of these platforms, and then they have to survive on the platform that they landed on. So I'm thinking here it will be a game of randomness, but it will also be a game of skill. So we have these dispensers on the side with fire charges, and I'm thinking we will maybe trigger 1 colour on each side. So like if that one fires, it will try to wipe out all the players along here. And if this one fires, it will also try to wipe out all the players along here. If you end up in this spot, you are in trouble. But the reason that I've put the dispensers here, so in level with the players' feet, is I'm hoping it will be possible to actually jump over the incoming fire. So I'm just in creative mode now, but we'll give this a bit of a test. I'll shoot the target. It should fire a fire charge from the dispenser below, and I want to see if I can jump it. Ah, okay, so that actually went to the side as well. Oh, that is a lot more inaccurate than I thought it would be. You see, this is why we test things before they've been fully built. It might just be kind of disappearing because I'm in creative, so let's give it a go. Nah, you see, if I don't jump, I want this to hit me 100% of the time. And that is far too unreliable. Okay, fortunately fire charges are not the item that we're trying to use, it's just the chorus fruit. So arrows will obviously dip down. Wind charges could work, because then it would knock the player into the lava. But they might have a chance to... forgot I was in survival. They might have a chance to like land on an adjacent platform, and I don't really want that. I want this to be a game where once you get hit, you are out. So if arrows do work, I think spectral arrows will be the best, because then it will highlight the player as well. So let's give this a go. Let's say I'm all the way in the back here. I don't think this is going to reach. No. And if it's, if it's higher up, you're not really going to have a chance to jump over it. I still think it's going to dip down too low. Let's try the wind charges. I know these do have a bit of variance in the way that they get launched, but I'm hoping it's not too much. Okay, that was pretty good. That did go to the side a little bit. And here's a little creative tip for you. If you control middle click a dispenser that has items in, it will copy the data of those items as well. So very useful when testing things like this. Let me do something like this. Hitting that target should fire both of these. And I want to see if we get hit here. Okay, that's not bad. But I did manage to jump over that. The other idea would be fireworks. Let's try that. So I do think that fireworks are the most reliable thing to be dispensed. I've put the max distance ones in here, so hopefully we will be hit by these. And then we were able to jump, and it did go past the end of the arena. I like that. I think that works. I think it's slow enough. Oh, and we did get hit by that one. I know the distance kind of varies, so let's make sure that these always go too far. Yeah, this looks consistent enough. So if you do get hit by a firework, you know that you or somebody who was next to you messed up. So the idea here would be, if you take damage from a firework, you are out. Let me just try this in survival mode. There we go, I jumped. And now if I don't jump, I get hit. And if I stand in the middle, can I avoid getting hit? No. That's really, really good. So the idea is 2 of these will fire at the same time. I like how slow the firework is, because obviously if I'm here and I'm worried about those dispensers and these dispensers, I need to be able to react to both. And I'll react there and then jump again for this one. This this on its own could be quite a fun game. I'm quite excited for this one. And then every time that somebody succeeds, they jump back to the center, they eat a chorus fruit again, they will end up on another platform, and the game will keep playing like that. With the idea of it being like a game show, I will be pushing a button each round to randomly pick one of the dispensers, so there's no worrying about timing and stuff like that, making sure everyone eats the chorus fruit quickly enough. That's all fine. There will just be a button that I push when everybody is ready. So this as a concept definitely works. I think the other prompts here, we have a quiz, which we're not really going to need much of a build for that. The book and quill is the key mechanic there. The banners, I will find some designs online or come up with some designs myself. Again, not really something that I need to do in creative. And then the building, I'm leaning towards this being more of a creative task. A bit like the show Taskmaster, where I will choose a winner based on partly objective but partly subjective things. If I say build a fox, I will choose which thing looks most like a fox or which thing I prefer. So the plan is I'll build this on Zcraft, and then hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of people from Zcraft to play this, and you guys will see it unfold. I haven't figured out how I'm going to score this, but there'll be a score at the end, probably. That's not really the important thing here.
Okay, this is my worth.
Oh. You?
Okay, so this is the prize that the winner is going to get.
Right.
I'd just like to point out there are 5 of us and 1 of them.
Okay, that's enough looking at that. Thank you.
Yeah, the winner gets to kill the spectator. That's your prize for today. Did you all sleep in a bed, by the way? Because there is 1 lethal game in the 4 games here.
Oh, now you made me question.
If you could guess which game that is, you get.
Is it the one with all the lava?
Well done, Mathw. A point to you. Okay, I've no idea how to introduce this. It's a game show that doesn't have a name yet. Maybe we'll figure it out along the way. But there's 4 different challenges here, and let's actually randomly see which challenge we get first. Okay, we get the building challenge first. So if you head on over to this far corner here, you will see that you each have a shulker box and a little square. I am going to give you a creative building challenge, and you will have 2 minutes to build that thing, I will score it based on how much I like it. The only blocks I've given you are wood. So there's like 7 different wood types. So you could make stairs and slabs and trapdoors and buttons and stuff like that if you want to. Okay, so your first challenge is to build a house. Nice and simple to begin with.
2 minutes, you said?
Yes, 1 minute 46 now.
Oh, crikey. I haven't even placed a block yet.
You got this. You got this.
How much time's left?
You have 53 seconds.
Oh, good God.
Ah,
I think you've all managed to place quite a few blocks.
There's a lot more to place.
Mhm.
I see Addy actually made himself an axe. That was smart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about crafting.
And that is it. Time up.
Oh,
Stop
sure.
placing blocks.
I just put the wrong block.
And now I have to judge things, which, okay, we'll start with 6s here. Quite an interesting shape. I'm not entirely sure how to get inside.
Well, as you see, as we're in a miniaturized world right here, I wanted to have a full mansion-sized Tones home. But how do I present that with only 2 minutes? So we went with the scale model of what you could have if you give me the point.
So these are like massive, thick pillars then on the side. I like this, holding up the roof. Okay. Mathw, you've got a nice skylight here. This is cool. Bold colours, I will say that. I realise I have to actually judge this now, and that is... we will see.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
And then this one has a door. That is impressive. I know how to get inside. A full 1 by 1 meter. Impressive.
No.
Oh, you can do so much with that.
I like the shape. I like the fact that you've got these kind of indentations in the side. That's nice. I like it. And then here we have another door and another skylight. Okay, I'm going to have to not think about this too much, otherwise it's going to be difficult. I'm going to give 6 the full points because I like that interpretation. We'll say that is second, Jamie's is third, and Mathew's is a strong, sturdy fourth.
A what?
You got top 10. That's great.
Yeah, top 10 out of 4. Lovely. Wonderful. I'll just go put my blocks away.
I might actually say this will be a 1 minute challenge.
Ooh.
And I would like you all to build a copper golem.
With no acacia. Really?
Look, the shop didn't have any. 3, 2, 1, go.
I genuinely don't think I know quite what it looks like.
Right?
I suppose I need to pull up a picture now as well, because I'm not 100% sure.
But a well-planned game.
You've all started very differently, which is quite interesting.
Keeps things more fun.
I think 6 is doing a reindeer, which is quite nice.
Oh, what? Oh.
Look at this.
Oh. I think I'm up for that.
And that is it. Time is up.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right.
6, we might as well start with you. Can you talk me through?
So I figured I'd go ahead and start with the bamboo. You know, that yellow color is the closest we can get to orange around here. And then I put the face on, and you're right, it did kind of look like a reindeer. So I second-guessed myself when I chopped his head off. Which is why we now have a headless copper golem who's yellow with what appears to be a deformed right foot.
Anyway, so Mathw, this is a very adorable teddy bear looking golem here. You did get
They do look a lot like teddy bears.
the spike on top of his head. I like that. We have this scary looking totem villager thing here. Do they have the villager nose? They kind of do, don't they?
Yeah, they've got a bit of a nose.
Yeah.
Does he have anything on his head? And then this one here, it's an interpretation. This, I'm going to be honest, this is more fun than I was expecting it to be.
I'm having a great time.
I mean, 6, that has to come last. It resembles nothing. I'll say Jamie gets 3rd place, Addy gets 2nd, and Mathw is the winner of this round.
Woohoo!
Nice.
GG.
Oh, wait a second. Mine technically had an antenna, and then someone said it would look like a reindeer. And I was like, you know what? Yeah.
This is why you shouldn't listen to other people.
Right.
Right.
And I feel like I have so much power. Okay, let's see what we have next. Oh, we have the Book and Quill. So this, as you might expect with the layout here, is a quiz show. So the way this is going to work is there are 5 questions. I will ask the question, write it in the book, place the book in the lectern, and then we can go through your answers. And these 5 questions are all about mobs. So question 1, name a mob that has only 2 colour variants. That is exactly 2 colour variants. I'll give you a few seconds to think of something. And Jamie, what was your answer?
I want no judgment here. No judgment. Snow golem?
There's a little judgment.
All I could think is you take its head off and there's
So-
somewhere orange.
I get to start off by being pedantic. That's always fun. I did say colour variants. So I do think that a snow golem has 2 variants, but I wouldn't call them colour variants. 6, what was your answer?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it in a little bit more detail, I put skeleton.
Okay, can you explain that one? Because to me, there's only one skeleton.
So there technically is a few different skeletons, and they have a few different colors. And now that I'm explaining this answer, I'm getting more and more skeletons popping into my head. But initially, I was like, they just added the bog skeleton, green bones, and not green bones. And now there's a wither that's another color, and there's a stray where there's another color.
Okay, Mathw, what was your answer?
So, technically, they're 2 different mobs, but I said squid because they come in not glowing and glowing.
I'm glad that you said the technicality at the beginning. I've been pedantic twice already. I'll be pedantic
Exactly.
a 3rd time.
I knew that this was an incorrect answer, but it's the best thing I've got.
And Addy, do you have an answer?
I said fox.
Fox is a correct answer. Well done, Addy.
Whoa!
The other answer is something that we saw quite a lot in this dimension when it first began.
Oh.
The mushroom. So I would have accepted fox and mushroom. So we can call this the pedantic game show. We've got a name now. That's great. Right, let's have the next question. Which classic mob received a new texture in version 1.20.3? So quite a recent change in the grand scheme of things.
Still like 3 years ago.
I haven't got a single clue. A classic mob?
Does anyone know what that is straight away, or would you like a hint?
I have a hint.
The hint is Zedath was slightly annoyed by the change. Addy, what's your answer?
The only thing I could think of after you gave the hint was the sheep, and I feel like they may have gone through a texture change recently, so that's what I wrote down.
That's not the answer I'm looking for. Mathw?
All I got was the change in shared sheep textures.
Speaking of shared sheep, 6, do you have an answer?
I do. It is most likely wrong, but the wolf.
And Jamie, do you have an answer?
I'm in great company because I also said sheep.
Okay, so the correct answer is the bat. So the bat completely changed texture. It got much more detailed. It became purple. And it lost its face that looks like Zedath's face. So he was a little bit annoyed that it no longer looked like him.
Right.
Okay, the next question. Name a mob that has green eyes. And don't say a player that has green eyes. It has to be a Minecraft
I'm
mob.
looking at one.
Well, you're much better than a mob, Tone.
Mob with green eyes.
And there are a few of them from what I saw. Okay, Jamie, what is your answer?
The cat.
Cat is a correct answer, yes. 6.
I went with the villager.
Villager is also a correct answer. Those emerald eyes. Mathw.
I put witch with several question marks because I'm not sure.
I would call it mushroom. Brown mushroom coloured eyes, unfortunately.
Yeah, I really had no idea.
And Addy?
I should have written villager, because that's the first thing I thought of, but I wasn't sure. But then I realised that one of the pillagers, I think, have green eyes. So I wrote down evoker, and I hope that's correct.
The evoker... Hold on, let me zoom in. The evoker has green eyes. Well done, Addy.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Yes. It was either that one or the Vindicator.
Okay, this next one is kind of relevant to something we were talking about before. How many dark pixels are on a sheared snowman's face? And I want the exact number. So imagine you've got an 8x8 face and you're drawing that face. How many pixels? Okay, we'll start with Addy.
I went with 7.
Mathw.
11.
6.
13.
And Jamie.
6.
The correct answer is 8.
Oh.
Unfortunately, nobody got that one right.
Alrighty then.
The final question. Which mob sometimes changes its appearance after attacking? When I first thought of these videos, I thought it'd be nice to have, a quick 5 to 10 minute video about making minigames. And the first one's going to be an hour long.
You make too complicated minigames, Tone.
It's what the dice decided, that's all I can say.
And who decided what the dice tables would say?
That might have been me. That one might have been on me. I'm going to have to press you for an answer, Mathw and Jamie. Okay. Jamie, would you like to start?
It's not right, but it's the only thing my head will think of. Creepers.
Well,
Does disappearing completely count as changing your appearance?
I mean...
You said sometimes.
If I can come to Jamie's aid, when it does start to attack you, if you run away or hit it back enough, it does the little sparkle lady glowy thing, and then it stops. So technically,
and is that an attack?
It's a threat.
It's a yeah.
You're not
6.
helping.
6. Do you have an answer?
I do.
Different.
It's the Vex.
Oh.
Does the Vex change its appearance after attacking? I think you might be right there because it's. Does it put its sword away or something like that?
Well, not only that, it'll also put its sword away and things, but it'll have a red face when it's coming at you, and sometimes after hitting you, it'll lose that red face.
I'm going to give you a point for that. I think that's a good answer. Not the one I had in mind, but I think I'll give a point for that. Mathw?
I have a blank space.
I wrote wolf
Do you want to argue your point?
because I think they get red eyes when they're angry at you. But then if you die, if their attack was successful, they might go back to not having red eyes or something like that.
And that means it only happens sometimes. I think that counts as well, and nobody is arguing against it. So I will give you a point.
I didn't know we could argue against people's points. Hold on, wait a second.
I'm very manipulatable, that's all I will say. I will say the answer that I was hoping for is the goat, because it can lose one of its horns after attacking. But that's it for the quiz. Thank you very much for participating and using your brains. You might need your brains again later. We shall see. Okay, the next challenge is... Did I really put that back? The next challenge is the banner minigame. I have no idea how difficult this is going to be. You all have your banner making sections here, and you have 5 spaces on the back wall where you can place banners. Your challenge for this minigame will be to replicate the 5 banners that will be on these sea lanterns. You are not allowed to pick the banner up to look at it, look at the details listed. I will say none of them require any of the, what do you call them, those extra patterns. So like the skull pattern, you won't require those. I think I'm going to score this by giving 1 point for every perfect banner, and I might give a half point if it's really close. Have any of you made banners before? Because I'm not feeling an aura of confidence.
Been years.
I've made some, yeah.
Twice.
But I've given you wool to craft the banners so you can craft the base and then use the dyes in the loom. Let's do 10 minutes. Because it's like 2 minutes per banner.
It's gonna go badly either way.
If you all do it perfectly, I will feel like it was too easy.
Polish flag, go.
Okay, I didn't want to go too complex, but there's maybe a couple of them that are quite tricky. I will place them all and then I will start the timer.
That's so cute.
And there we go. You have 10 minutes to replicate those 5 banners. You can pick whichever one you want to start with. You don't have to go left to right or anything like that. Once you think it's complete, pop it on the back wall.
I like the sound effects.
It's Addy's first time using a loom.
Yes.
6, that looks correct to me. 6 is on the board already.
Hold on.
My brain doesn't like this.
Oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, I often do the letter banners, and there's some where I can even be looking at it and it still trips me up. The P isn't the hardest, but it does have one step in it that's... You know what? I'm not going to say anything.
You can keep talking. No, go ahead.
No, it's okay. None of them make any sense at all. So...
Okay, we're gonna revisit this.
Yeah, they look like the same colour.
The worst thing about banners is it's just as hard to make them in creative as well, because you still have to do all of the steps.
Correct, but I'm proud of it.
They're similar to crafting rockets in creative.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
So 6 has done the letter I, which is interesting.
Right. I've done 1.
But that looks correct to me. Mathw is on the board as well. And I believe Addy has 2 points. Because that
To
sheet
be honest,
looks correct
1
to me.
is more than I expected.
You've got 6 minutes left. I'm glad we chose 10 minutes instead of 5.
Oh gosh, yes.
What on earth? I'm terrible at this.
Which one are you trying to do?
The checkerboard one. That should not be that hard.
It's
Oh,
a
you
bit
mean
of a
that
headache,
one?
isn't it? Unless you know exactly the order. That being said, Mathw has also completed that one. So Mathw and Addy both have 2 points.
There's a lot of like deduction that you need to do.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like what? Because the orders are very strange sometimes.
No, that one's also wrong, but I don't got time to think about it.
If we ever do this again, I might include a cauldron, because you can actually wash off the previous step.
that's
Genuinely
clever.
didn't think of that when setting this up. It's one of those stats that everybody usually ends the season on 0, because nobody thinks to wash a banner. I usually just throw out the banner because it's like, 6 wool and some dye. But if you're at the second to last step and you make a mistake, sometimes you'll just want to
Yeah,
undo
it's
that
actually
one.
really good to know.
So
Well, when this
so got
becomes a
my-
fully fledged minigame next season, that knowledge will come in handy.
Somehow I managed to make it slightly different.
Yes, that is not correct, Addy.
Dang it.
I will say
Can I
that
get a
would get you
cauldron?
half a point for being close,
Yeah,
Oh,
and I will say Mathw would get half a point for that one.
yeah,
as
I've just
well.
seen I can't be bothered to figure out how you did that. Okay.
And I would need to look it up again to see how I did that.
I think I might have a theory on how you did that.
And I think I figured that one out, but do I have time?
Is it? Oh, it is on.
It's one of those.
Can I ask how much time is left?
Not enough.
There's just over 2 minutes left.
Oh dear. Right. So I keep looking back and forth without making any progress.
80 seconds to go.
My banners are just the banners off Wish.
I feel that.
Your sheep appears to be wearing a wig.
Well, God forbid it wants to be stylish.
Uh,
20 seconds left. If you've got one that's nearly there, it might be worth putting it on the board.
This is definitely not
I've got the one
right,
that's
but
nearly
it's
there.
the best I've got.
Oh.
oh.
And
isn't
time is up.
I
Aw.
can't get through the portal to hide my embarrassment.
Okay, we will go left to right on this. So, Jamie, I can see which 2 you were trying to do, and you at least picked the right colours for this face. And you are actually just 1 step away, I can tell. So where you did the top third, if you just did the top half, it would be spot on. So I'll give you half a point for that one, and I'll give you half a point for the ice cream one as well. So
I'll
that
take it.
is 1 whole point.
Look at me go.
And now 6, I don't know what this is meant to be.
That's a fat P. That's an
Okay.
uppercase P. Over there, that's clearly a lowercase P. It's got the fully not fully engaged top up top. This is an uppercase P right here.
And then you've got the uppercase I next to it.
No. You see, yours over here is squinting to try to figure out what these banners are back here. This one is his eyes wide open, trying to figure out how to become that banner over there.
You also picked the wrong colour. So
Yeah, I
I
can't help you with
sadly can't give you a half point for either of those 2. The sheep, though, you've nailed the sheep apart from getting the background a little bit different. So
Awesome.
half a point for that. Checkered one was spot on. And this... Was this just a bit of fun?
So this is the diabetes medication you will have to take if we eat this planner over here. You see, I'm taking a stand. No sweets.
More of an
That's it.
interpretation. I see. Okay, 1.5 points for 6 in total. There we go. Mathw is up next. This is a very droopy pea, I will say. I can see that it's basically the same, just with a slight.
Couldn't quite figure out the middle bit.
But I'll give you half a point for that. It is very nearly a P, unlike this G over here. So I'll give you half a point for this, a full point for the face, because that's the correct eyes and colour, full point for the checkered flag, and half a point for the ice cream. So that is 3 points to
Whee!
Mathw.
I can't believe that. I thought I was going to get 0.
And then I can tell that this is a P, but it is so far removed from what this is. I don't think I can give a half point for that. I will give a half point for the eyes. I don't know how you managed to get it different.
I used the cross bit.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think that might have
Yeah.
made
The
them
cross
a bit
existed.
smaller.
So you just
Have
needed
squinty eyes.
the top half magenta and then the line down the middle.
Yeah, I thought the cross bit was necessary to get them to line down the middle, but it didn't
No,
occur to me
there's
that
a
I
line
could
down the
line
middle.
down
There
the
is
middle.
just one on its own, yeah. So I'll give you half a point for that one. The sheep is perfect. That is spot on. And the checkered flag is spot on as well. So that is 2.5 points for you in this one. So Mathw was our winner in that round.
Wow. That was unexpected.
So we have one last mini game, and you won't want any items in your inventory for this one, for somewhat obvious reasons. I'll push this button to... oh, look, we got the chorus fruit. Okay. Does anybody here remember Foxy Roulette?
Yeah.
Nope.
So,
Adding
Foxy
that
Roulette...
spot
Foxy Roulette was a minigame in Season 3 where a fox eats a chorus fruit, teleports to a platform, and you bet on which platform it will land on. This is not Foxy Roulette. You are going to be eating the chorus fruit, and the way that this works, you may notice that there are some dispensers on the side as well. So you will eat chorus fruit, land on one of the platforms, you have to stay on that platform, and then there is a chance that rockets will fire towards you. So let's say
Hey.
I land on this platform, I'm hoping that this blue one doesn't fire and that the yellow one at the back doesn't fire, otherwise I will have to jump over those rockets.
Goodness.
So there's a bit of chance involved, depending on where you teleport to, but there's also a bit of skill in that you can jump over the rockets if you somehow managed to time it. So we'll probably do at least 2 rounds of this. I have no idea how difficult it's going to be. I will say between rounds, you need to jump back to the center where there is the sea lantern tower. If you fall in the lava on the way back, you are also out. Just an extra little bit of fun.
Okay.
But if you jump in from one of the sea lanterns on the edge onto the first platform, you want to stand on the sea lantern and then eat the chorus fruit. If it doesn't teleport you, just eat another one, because sometimes it'll try to put you in the lava, so it may take 2 or 3 attempts. So 6, if you want to go first, get to the sea lantern. Just don't push each other off, it's not a PvP game. And then eat the chorus fruit.
Boss?
Oh no,
Right.
Are you in the redstone?
Yeah,
Oh, I did not think of that.
am I safe?
You will be safe until I get my hands on you. That is going to be problematic. I'm happy for us to take our turns to find our spots.
I don't like these jumps.
I tried to make them quite easy.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh,
unfortunate.
Oh no!
And this is why I didn't give you all of the chorus fruit at once.
Shall I
Yeah.
go while Addy respawns? Oh no!
So here we go. We didn't get one from the back there, did we?
Oh, re-teleport first?
I am happy to say that you all survived that round. So yeah,
so we always go back to the pillar.
correct.
Oh.
So each
Hang on.
round you've got to do a little bit of parkour and get your new platform.
Don't fall.
Shut up.
I tried to make the jumps not horrendous.
Oh,
Oh.
I just really like this spot. That's all.
I'm going to pull the lever now.
Oh! No, Addy, I saw that!
Very well done. And we still didn't get one from the back.
wow.
I'm different.
Oh, that would be
Yay.
nice.
So technically, Jamie, you have the safest spot because you are
Watch
the
me
furthest
die.
away from the
no.
two dispensers. Matthew's back to
I'm
the
hearing
popular one.
Oh.
If it doesn't teleport, you go again. That's just it failing to find a spot. I'm going to pull the lever now. Good luck.
Oh,
Oh. Jamie got
You're
hit.
out.
Jamie is out. I think 6 was blocking the view there, Jamie. We'll
I was.
we'll say that's why. Here we go.
Oh no! I jumped too
6
quick.
got hit. Mathw, did you jump that?
I did, yes.
Very good. Very good. I will have to do this in replay mod and get some good angles of this.
It is actually
Away from me.
quite fun.
Okay, you got your spots. Good
Yep.
luck. Hey.
Ow.
Oh no, I'm here again.
Okay, here we go. Oh, good jump.
Nice jumping.
Very good jump. Do I need to make this harder? Do I need to give Jamie a bow?
I'll take it.
Okay, here we go.
I'm getting quite confident with this jumping as well. Oh no.
Here we go.
Another meat shield situation. Oh.
And both very lucky.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
Oh,
Addy
Oh,
Wait,
wins.
we've got a winner!
winner.
was there some pushing involved in that?
No,
No.
I failed to press sprint.
Oh.
Okay, everyone get back on. We'll do another round. Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
6 got hit. Jamie jumped. Well survived. Okay, so we want yellow to fire.
No.
I'm okay.
It's
if yellow
always the
doesn't
same
fire.
colour on both sides.
No, it's 2 separate randomizers. And here we go.
Oh,
You all managed to.
Oh.
It was the explosion that got me. The rocket
okay.
didn't.
Mathw, come back up. You dodged that. That counts as a dodge in my mind.
Okay.
You didn't
Actually,
fail
no,
a
from my
parkour
point of
jump.
view.
You managed to dodge. It's just sometimes they blow up close to the.
Well,
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 Nobody
Don't
saw
do
that.
that.
Nobody saw that. Mathw, come on. It does make me think some kind of like game all about, like the
Oh, dear.
lava jump rope that we once did, but with
Yeah.
fireworks. I feel like
Mm.
that could potentially work.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mathw, you are in a dangerous spot there.
This is the worst spot.
Precarious.
Okay, here we go.
No!
Oh,
Oh!
Jamie got hit.
Yeah.
Hey Jay, why are we so bad at this game?
I lasted very well into that round.
Will your luck continue? Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
I was too slow.
that one came out very fast. Congratulations, Addy. You win.
Woo.
Yay.
You know, it'd be really cool to play this with a bunch of people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I suppose the more people on the board, the higher chance.
Yeah, if you had more people on there, there'd be a lot more action every time the rocket's fired.
Now, don't mind me, I just have to do some maths. I've written this all on a piece of paper, not on a spreadsheet.
What?
wow.
There's too many things
Who
open
are
on my
you?
screen. Okay, I have added up the scores. Are we ready to hear them?
Oh, let me just take place in my last place spot. Here we go. Okay.
In fourth position with 7 points is Jamie. Well done, Jamie.
Yay!
Yay!
Well done.
In third place with 9.5 points is 6.
Yay!
In second place with 12 points is Mathw.
Yay!
And that means in
Wait a
first
sec,
place,
we're in order.
We are in order.
7. This is not scripted. In first place with 17.5 points is Addy. Congratulations.
Yay!
Thank you.
And thank you all for being here. Hopefully the recording worked because this was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having
Even if it
us.
didn't, it was a lot of fun. Thank you for inviting us.
Oh yeah, Addy, your prize is over there.
Nope. 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 Give that back, Six.